Hey guys, welcome to today's chat with Sara. We are going to be talking about her journey with working with us in the Hansen method and a little bit behind the scenes of what was going on, how this was impacting her, and all of the fun things. So welcome, Sara.
Hi.
Just for anybody who is joining, if you guys have questions, please type them in the comment box. We will do our best to answer all of them live. But Sara, can you your biggest struggle coming into the Hansen method and working with us was your energy, right?
Correct, yes.
Yeah, okay. So tell the watchers, the viewers, where were you? What did that fatigue, what was going on, all of that? Give us all of the details.
Okay. I was had zero energy and couldn't even function as a normal person. I have two children. I homeschool them and I was just barely holding on and trying to teach them. I couldn't go up the stairs because I just felt like I was going to collapse. Couldn't really go grocery shopping. I did a lot of curbside shopping because I would just be hunched over on the shopping cart, barely making it through, thinking, okay, what do I absolutely need so I can just get out of here before I collapse. I was diagnosed with adrenal fatigue and working with a neuropath doctor, trying to do all of the things they recommended and not really getting any better. And so I just was at my wit's end. I just didn't know what else to do.
How long were you working with the doctor on your fatigue?
It was about 6 months.
And during that time, what were you guys doing to try to improve your levels and stuff?
Well, I was trying to get a normal sleep schedule. They say reduce your stress, which I didn't think I was stressed a lot anyway. Yes, I homeschool, yes, I have things, but it wasn't like I shouldn't feel this way just because of stress. So I was trying to take supplements, a lot of natural things, but they would just sometimes make me feel worse or make my heart race or just different things. And I spent so much money on supplements, just not, well, here, try this, and just nothing was really working. And my blood work would show that it was normal. I did have some things that were a little off, but no clear answers of really what was going on.
Yeah. So what made you turn towards, looking at us, looking at our program? What triggered that for you?
Well, I honestly was just scrolling through Facebook one day and I saw I guess it was an ad. And it said adrenal fatigue, adrenal help, and thyroid help. And it just spoke to me. And I have a deep faith in the Lord. And I just really thought, because I had been praying for healing and just looking for answers from somewhere. And out of the blue, it just showed up on my Facebook feed. And so I clicked it and read about a bunch of stuff with Shannon and the Hansen method and just started following you. And you were just so intriguing and just full of information of things that I'd never heard. So that's what really got me into it.
Awesome. Well, and I think that that's so interesting because a little bit of background about me, I did not want to do this business. I fought God so hard. There in 2000, it was 2018. I was like, I'm done. I'm not even gonna try. I don't want to work with clients. This is too hard. It's too stressful. January 2019, he was like, you're not done. And then, anyways, all of these things kind of lined up, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna stop fighting you. And a lot of the women inside the program now tell me things like, I was praying for answers. I was praying for healing, and I found you. So
Mhm.
I
Yes.
appreciate you sharing that with us. Okay, so we obviously kind of fast forward a little bit. We decided to work together. Um, let's walk people through. I'm going to call it the ugly part.
Yeah.
So we had, it was good you found us. And then the first 4, 5, 6 weeks were
Yeah.
hard.
Was
So
really hard.
yeah, walk us through that journey.
Well, the first week was an adjustment. Like I thought I ate healthy, but you gave me the meal plans and I was like, wow, this is really this is different than what I've been doing and what I've thought was healthy. So the first week was okay, and you have cravings because you're cutting things out. But then the second week, I think I powered through and I was like, yeah, I can do this. But then I hit a wall and it was just like, I don't know if I can keep going. And I just got so sick just because my body just needed, and you described it as we were peeling back the layers of the healing that I needed with my gut, with my thyroid and different things.
Yeah.
So just peeling that back, and the bad had to happen for the good to come out. So it was not easy. I really wanted to give up, but I just had so much determination inside of me to just keep going because I didn't have another answer. And I knew that this was kind of the only thing I really had to get better. And so that determination just kept me going.
Yeah. Yeah. So that was like week 2. And then we kind of hit another wall around 6. Is that right?
Yeah. When it got really bad.
Yes. Things were, for all the watchers, things got really bad. Tell us what was happening. You hit that first wall around 2 weeks, but you're like, okay, I'm still motivated. I'm still going to do the work. I'm still going to, not feeling great, but I'm going to keep going. So tell us what happened when you really hit that wall.
Well, I was in bed, like just sick. I could barely eat anything. It just seemed like whatever meal plan you gave me, like it just upset something and I would like be throwing up or just so nauseous. I drank a lot of bone broth, um, and lots of water and different things. So, it just was really bad. And I remember I had a call with you and Chris together, and we came up with a new game plan and just, this is what we're going to do, and we're just going to keep going. And that really, I hit depression, and anxiety was just so bad. Like I had no hope that I was ever going to get out of this or get well again.
Yeah.
But you guys said, like, I'm here for you and we're going to walk you through this. And you did. And having that person like to be with me and just say you can keep going, and you're eating other things, like, because you keep journals, the meal plans, and you write down what you eat, and knowing that you were looking at all of that and that I was doing what I was supposed to be doing. So it just kept going.
Yeah. Well, and you did. And so a couple of things I want to point out here is, number one, you were staying accountable to yourself and accountable to us, right?
Yeah.
Like you came to us and you're like, hey, I'm really struggling. Can you help me? We said, of course, right? Yeah. And behind the scenes, we didn't tell Sara this, but Chris and I behind the scenes were like, do we just, what do we do? Because things are not very good for her. Maybe this isn't the right program for her. Do we refund the money because we're not seeing the progress? And then ultimately we were kind of going around and around. We gave you a new plan. We, set different things in motion, and we were like, okay, we're going to give it 2 weeks,
Right.
and see what happens. And then so around week 8 to week 10, what kind of things did you start to notice?
It was like a huge corner that I turned, and all of a sudden, like, my energy just started coming back. and I just felt like a different person. And I just knew that like you get to that like you're climbing the mountain and like you're at the top, and then you can kind of see like how everything just falls into place. And it definitely doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey for sure. And I'm still on this journey.
Yeah.
But now like I don't have any problem shopping necessities or just for fun. I don't sleep as much as I did in the daytime. Like I don't take naps like I did all afternoon. I'm able to go up and down the stairs no problem, and it's just amazing the turnaround. And even like going through the holidays, you know, I picked at a little of this and that, like of things that weren't on the plan, and I can definitely feel like you get lethargic and just not as energetic as if when you eat really good, healthy, nutritional food. So I definitely know that is important. That's like the base of this whole program is eating right.
Yeah. Fueling the body with things that are creating those building blocks, right?
Yes.
And filling in those gaps. So I'm looking at your picture or looking at you talking, and I'm like, this is not the Sara that we saw
No.
when you first started.
No.
You know, like you were on the call, your eyes were, I don't have a better word right now, droopy. They were like
Yeah.
tired, you know, like you
Yeah.
could tell you were tired. Even like in just your body language was like, I'm exhausted, you know?
Yeah.
And for me, over like watching, that's when Chris and I were like, oh, okay, like who's this Sara? You look really good.
Right. Yeah, it's been a transformation. I lost 37 pounds completely from when I started. And my husband, like, he would hug me and then he would like pull me away, like, you don't even feel like you because you're just like, I can put my arms like all the way around and it just feels so different.
37, you said 37.
Yes.
Wow.
Till
Okay.
today, 37. Yes.
I had no idea it was that much.
Oh, really?
No, I had no clue. I had no clue. My mind's kind of blown right now.
Yeah,
That's
it's
like
been
40 pounds.
yes.
Wow. Wow. Good for you. Good
Yeah.
for you. But that wasn't your goal, right? The
No,
goal was
that
not
was
weight loss.
yeah. And in the beginning it kind of just did shut off, but I was just like, I don't care about the weight. I just want to feel better. So once I got to that, once I got to that point where I've got the energy back, then I was like, oh wow, I did lose all this weight. And I can't believe it just like I was still eating. I still feel like I eat like it's not like you a deprivation diet. Like you're eating good healthy food and you're eating 3 meals and 2 snacks every day. And it's good stuff for you. But you see results.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So one of the reasons I wanted to have you on today was because around Christmas time, you did something with your family. Do you want to tell everybody what that was?
Sure. Well, my family and we went sledding, and I haven't even just to like over the summer, just to walk out my backyard, I couldn't even make it back to the house. Sometimes I would just have to sit in the grass and just wait. So we went sledding, and I was able to walk up and down the hill and just sled the whole day. And I just was so blessed and grateful to be able to do that because I hadn't done that in like at least 2 years with my family, and it just felt amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. That, I mean, for me, seeing I think you posted a video of that, and I was like,
I did.
oh my gosh, like that's a part of your life that was missing and not there, right? And that,
Right.
I think that was part, and correct me if I'm wrong, a part of your motivation was being able to do those things with your daughter and to take your daughter shopping and your son and
Yes.
be able to go to the park and to do the things.
Yeah.
That was really the big focus for you.
Yes, because I wasn't, I wasn't able to do any of those things before, like even to take them to the library. I just was so exhausted.
Mhm.
Um, just simple things, and like even going to get groceries, I just couldn't do. So
Yeah,
this has just completely changed my life.
amazing. So is there anything you would like to share with the viewers about, what made a big impact for you? What changed? Like, can you give them, if they are where you were 6 months ago,
Hmm.
or if they are where you were 6 months ago, like what would you tell that person? What would you tell them to start doing? Or, what kind of hope would you be able to provide for them?
I would just say to give this method a chance, because no matter what, like you have something to gain, whether it's just the information that Shannon and the other people have. Um, the thing that meant the most to me and helped the most is that they were there. They were professional people that just were able to walk beside each person through the program, and to say, like, if you're unsure, like they can direct you in that way. Because I'm unsure about myself a lot in a lot of ways, but to have that person there that's like, yeah, you're doing the right thing, or no, try this instead. It just reassures you in what you're doing, that you're going to be successful. So if anyone out there is thinking of doing this, I would say you need to sign up today, because it will change your life. It will make you feel better, because this is the way that we should be taking care of ourselves with the way we're eating, and just the group too. Like I've gotten to know these other ladies, um, and they're just wonderful, and there's no judgment. It's just a great support.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one of the things that Chris tells me all the time. She's like, these women that you work with are incredible. Now, for those of you guys who don't know, Chris is another practitioner that works for us. She works with our clients. She does protocols. She does coaching calls. She does the whole thing. She has her own private practice. She works for me, and then she also works with another practitioner, in a different area. And she tells me all the time, the women that come into the Hansen method are incredible. They are second to none. Not, and it's because you guys are all amazing, right? I don't think it's anything that I do. I just think that we are very selective about the women that we bring into the program. Not everybody gets the opportunity to come into the program, and not because we can't handle them, it's because we're looking for certain personality traits, in terms of determination and your commitment level and all of those things. So in closing, is there any last thoughts, any words of wisdom that you would like to part on these women besides joining the program?
Um, no, I just want to say thank you, Shannon, and also to Chris for helping me through everything. And I know that I probably wasn't an easy client just because of everything I was going through. But I so appreciate you guys not giving up on me, and just coming alongside of me and encouraging me every step of the way. And it's really changed my life, and I'm forever grateful.
Amazing. Well, it was a pleasure working with you. And again, just so everybody knows, like you said earlier, your journey is not done. We're still peeling back the layers. We're still putting forth the work. We're still doing all of the things that we need to get that progress and to get those leaps forward. So I wanted to highlight Sara because she was really struggling. We had many roadblocks. Hi, Lisa. And along the way, we were able to change a program and really hold her hand, which is something that we really don't get from our doctors and physicians, right? There's not that container. You basically have to schedule an appointment, wait weeks, to get in, and then they want to run them another test and throw another supplement at you versus, the weekly check-ins that we have. And thankfully right now, I'm crossing my fingers, you're able to get in with us within, a couple days if and when we have these obstacles. I think we met on a Saturday. Was that a Saturday that we were? Yeah. So we do anything to help you guys.
Yeah.
And I think that's all that I have. So I hope you guys have a beautiful week. This is super fun to start off our Monday with you, Sara, and you look amazing. You're very welcome. I will see you a little bit later.
Okay.
Right. Thank you guys for joining.